Benvenuti a tutti, nuovissimo appuntamento con Elite Club e questa volta non sarò da solo, sarò accompagnato dal buon Roberto, il quale sì, l'avete già visto tante volte nel Tweet of the Week, ma oggi è qui per farmi compagnia. Sembrerà addirittura un episodio di AW Unrestricted. E lasciatemi anche dire una cosa, lo faremo in inglese. Lo faremo in inglese perché, come avrete visto dalle grafiche, abbiamo un ospite e questo ospite ve lo presentiamo dopo la sigla. Hi everyone! Hi everyone, we are here with Rob and Danny Limelight, a professional wrestler of AEW. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hey,
Thank you,
how you doing,
for having me, man. Stefano, Rob, it's a pleasure to be on the show, man. How's everything?
Oh, we're doing great. We're doing great. It's a great pleasure for us. And it was a very, very good idea of Rob, who came up to me and told me, yeah, we have an opportunity. Can I go and take this? Oh, yes, you can. So thank you very much, Rob.
Good job, Rob. Good job, Rob.
Well, I'm really grateful that Danny was able to be with us here today. And despite him driving, he was able to get some time off and talk to us today. So we really appreciate this.
No doubt. It's a beautiful Saturday out here in LA, man. So I'm just going to go enjoy the beach, chill with what he does and enjoy the vibes,
Hey, you know it.
Okay, let's go straight to the point. You are here and we are Italian. So, do you ever been here in Italy? Do you like this place?
I've never been, but I want to go, man. I really, one of my dream places, I want to see Florence. I want to see the Colosseum. I want to go to Rome. So, it's on my list of places that I need to visit soon. So hopefully by next year I'll be there.
Oh, it will be great. And maybe you can come here with your company, with AEW. I think it's a little bit far this moment because of COVID and everything else, but maybe Europe is one of your next challenge.
I don't know. That's not my call, but I'd love to go.
Oh,
I mean, you can always come as yourself and popping up in the independent scene. You never know, man.
Tag some promoters, let some promoters know in Italy. You want me out there, and I'd be happy to come. They just gotta fly me.
Oh, great. So you are
ready to go,
Oh, yeah, obviously. Every wrestler has his bag ready to go. And I have to ask you this. How did you come up with AEW? Because it was during the pandemic, if I remember correctly. So how did you come up with it?
I mean, honestly, the pandemic was a blessing for me. I know it sucked for a lot of people, and it was unfortunate, how many people it kind of messed up. But I just used it as an opportunity to grind, not make an excuse, and really put the work in when I could. And continue to just try to get my name out there. And it started with New Japan, honestly. New Japan Pro Wrestling gave me, the call early in June, July timeframe. And I came out, I made my debut. I wrestled TJ Perkins at Lions Break Collision. And then I went on to, turn on Rocky, go into a feud with Rocky Romero, join Team Filthy, go to the finals of the Lions Break Crown Tournament and really just make headway as a mainstay on New Japan Strong. And then I got the call from AEW in October, and I came out and I showed out, and it was a blessing to be able these last 8 months or so to really just be a mainstay on Elevation and Dark. It's been so much fun.
Those are some definitely great names that you got in the ring with, and it's crazy to think that with COVID, we all had problems. We all had unfortunate events. But for you, that was your golden ticket to really bloom.
I'm ready to enter the chocolate factory. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You got into the chocolate factory pretty much. So you mentioned NJPW. That's kind of where you started and whatnot. But what was there before that?
Championship wrestler from Hollywood. The United Wrestling Network has been my home since 2015. It was my first time wrestling on TV there. So really that's what kind of paved the way for me, I should say, just understanding how TV works and learning how to work the cameras and learning how to wrestle on television. That was all David Marquez. That's actually where I met Rocky Romero at, who was the person that originally invited me out for the New Japan tryout. So definitely, United Wrestling Network's Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, being part of the Bodega, the current reigning United Wrestling Network Tag Team Champions, over 200 days, 7 successful title defenses. We've been rocking and rolling as a tag team, as a unit there. And, just that was pretty much where it was. Other than that, I would say, I wrestled for AAA before. Conan had brought me out for that. I've wrestled for Impact, so I've been, doing things here and there and really just been on the indies in Italy and Mexico, and some East Coast companies like XWA in Rhode Island and CZ.
So, Danny, I have a question that it's really important to me, because we had here a conversation with John Silver before you some months ago, and he told us that AEW is a kind of family, and everything is very different from any other companies in professional wrestling. What is your experience here in AEW?
Tony Khan is very passionate about this company, and I think that he has the best intentions for AEW, and I feel like because of the atmosphere, because of everybody involved, and all the wrestlers working hard night in and night out, it's going to be successful.
Okay.
It's definitely great. That's we always listen to like the Unrestricted podcast, and that's always kind of like the main theme. Like the locker room seems to be a really healthy environment to be in, so it's definitely sounds like the place to be.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun there, for real. I'm super grateful to have spent the time that I spent with the company. I've been very fortunate to wrestle some of the best that they have. I've wrestled Kenny Omega twice. I've wrestled Jon Moxley twice. I've wrestled Konosuke Takeshita, Seidel, Brian Cage.
Wow.
I've been in the ring with the best that AEW has to offer in the short time that I've been there. And I've come out. I stole the show. I've had the best match of the night several times. And that's the goal. And that's everybody's goal. I think everybody goes out there wanting to have the best.
Definitely. Not many people can say that they battle both Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega in the same year. So kudos to you for that,
what's
man.
What's crazy is that I've wrestled 2 of the 3 AEW World Champions, both twice in the same year. In a span of 5 months, I've been in the ring with Kenny Omega on Dynamite. I main evented with him on Elevation. I've main evented with Moxley. And then I wrestled him and Eddie Kingston right before the pay-per-view. So I think that it's been a blessing, and to be able to test myself and basically show the world what I can do when I'm in the ring with the best, with the champions. So
you definitely must be doing something right. Stefano, what you got?
Yeah, I have a question, because you have a very peculiar style, because you are very athletic, but both very technical, and you have a big arsenal of moves. What is your secret? How did you came up with these big elements in the ring?
Man, when I was a kid, I was bit by a radioactive spider, and I think that's what kind of changed everything for me.
Yeah, of course, Peter.
In all reality, man, the Marine Corps, I have a background with a military background in the Marine Corps. I'm a martial arts instructor in the Marine Corps martial arts program, which is a first-degree black belt. I have boxing experience. I have judo experience. I have that combat mindset. I can fly. I have the parkour background, which is why I can do all the things that I do with the ropes and in the air. And then I had the Lucha Libre background from training with guys like Mariachi Loco, SoCal Crazy, Little Cholo from Lucha Underground from back in the day. So, just being able to have all these different variations of styles, and learning from people when I'm in the ring with them. I'm an eternal student, so I'm forever learning and growing and trying to stay innovative and trying to stay creative. It just makes it so much easier for me to mesh with anybody, because I can do it all.
How did you feel about wrestling someone like Konosuke Takeshita, that is very, very different and is from another world, basically?
Yeah, man. Konosuke Takeshita, he's the ace of DDT, man. That's my boy. I got a lot of love for him. I respect him in the ring. When he came out to AEW on Excursion, I didn't have to have that match. I was given that match, and I believe I was given that match for a reason. And everybody that watched that match saw exactly how good it was. It's my favorite match that I've ever had. He's great, and I hope we get to do it again. You know, we got to wrestle twice in the time that he was here. So hopefully next time I could go out there to Japan and do it with him.
Oh, great.
Nice. Lots of different style, lots of variety, but I feel like it's mostly because you got bitten from the spider.
Yeah, maybe.
That's why they call you the radioactive puppy after all, man. And
that is why.
So, but my thing is, now you've been working on dark elevation, regular dark, and all of that. So have you had a chance to work with more veterans, seasoned workers like Mark Henry, Paul White, or even Christian Cage? What has been your interaction with them?
Well, I mean, I was able to, you know, do the sit-down interview with Paul White, you know, that aired the day I wrestled Moxley in the main event. I thought that was great. It was a great opportunity to sit down and talk with somebody who has as much experience in his business like Paul White does. You know, he's somebody who's in the back and he's giving critique to the new guys and trying to help everyone. He has the best interest of the company at mind. And it's very evident when you see him sitting down talking with people after matches and critiquing them. You know, he sits there through commentary, does an amazing job on commentary, and then, you know, he actually provides the feedback that we need. You know, I haven't really had any chance to talk to Mark Henry like that. I just met him once. I've spoken to Christian, you know, a lot. He's another amazing veteran that wants to see the younger talent succeed, wants to see people, you know, become rising stars, become the future of the business, you know, and he's somebody who's given me a lot of feedback. You know, we talked a lot about certain things, and it was a pleasure to sit and learn from him. But, you know, when I'm in the ring with the veterans, you know, I'm in the ring with guys like Kenny and John and, you know, and Brian Cage, and we talked about Matt Sydal a little bit, and Ray Phoenix. You know, it's very easy for you to grow as a wrestler because you're wrestling people that are better than you in the eyes of the world. You know, they are. You know, Kenny Omega's the best wrestler in the world. John Moxley's one of the best wrestlers in the world. Ray Phoenix is the best luchador in the world right now. So when you're in the ring with these type of talents, you're automatically going to grow. When
you first came to AEW, it was a very different environment there. But right now, there are lots of talent, young talent, and veterans. Do you think that this is the best formula you have to become one of the most important professional wrestling companies in the world?
Yeah, I think AEW is already one of the most important wrestling companies in the world. You know, you think of, you know, AEW, you think of New Japan, you think of WWE as the top three, you know, the top three companies right now. And, you know, for me, just being able to wrestle for New Japan and AEW, it's helped me grow as a performer. You know, I think that even companies like Impact and Ring of Honor are growing. They're putting out amazing product. You know, right now, wrestling is the best it's ever been in my eyes. The NWA Power Show is back. You know, so when you're looking at all MLW, you know, doing amazing things on their own over there. There's so many companies that are doing such amazing work. And, you know, in AEW, they it's just a different breed. You have guys that have done it all in every company in AEW. You know, you think of the talent at AEW, you think of guys like Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, Hangman Adam Page that were, you know, one of the top people over at New Japan a long time ago. You know, you got Chris Jericho, who's done it all in the business. You got guys like Paul White. You got guys like Mark Henry and Christian in the back. You know, Matt Hardy. You have guys that come back and forth from Ring of Honor, guys that wrestle for New Japan Strong and coming, you know, in and out, walking through the forbidden door, if you will. You know, people that came from Impact like Santana and Ortiz, you know, Ethan Page. There's just so many people that were doing such amazing things in all these other companies, and now we're all at AEW. You know, the company is thriving right now.
So yeah. It's definitely a great, like, I think you touched a good point over there. Like, the wrestling scene is popping more than ever in the last few years and maybe even years to come. And with Tony Khan opening the forbidden door, there's lots of chance to work with wrestlers from all over companies. So who's there today that you would like to fight or be involved in a storyline in AEW or even like outside of AEW? Who's there that you want to?
I mean, honestly, when it comes to that stuff, I kind of, you know, I kind of don't focus on it. I focus on the match that I put in front of me. But if we're talking like dream match scenario, you know, like I want to wrestle Pac, you know, I want to wrestle Ospreay, you know, I want to wrestle, you know, the Ricochets, I want to wrestle Jay White, I want to wrestle, you know, Chris Jericho, I want to wrestle Kenny Omega one-on-one, I want to wrestle Ray Phoenix again. You know, there's so much talent all over and people that I want to wrestle, and I think that I've been able to wrestle some of the best, and I'm ready for whoever's put in front of me. I'm not focusing on storylines, or I'm not focused on any of the stuff that happens backstage. I'm worried about what's put in front of me when I step into the ropes. That's all I care about. Putting on the best match every time I'm in the ring.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So maybe in the future, not so far future, you could wrestle -1. How is that, having a baby like this in the roster?
-1, man, he has such a heart and passion for this business. There's no quit in him. You know, I've had some encounters with him in the back, and even when I wrestled Evil Uno, him being out there, he just loves this business. He's Brody Lee's son. You know, he is gonna be, you know, a superstar in this business because he has the heart for it. I would love to wrestle him someday. You know, you never know. I'm not going to take it easy on him because he's definitely not somebody who needs you to take it easy on him. The kid has heart and he has fire.
And what do you think about his skills with the microphone?
Yeah, that's another thing. He's done commentary on a couple of my matches on Dark, and then I see him cutting promos and stuff. Like he's talented. Like he understands. He said it himself. I've been watching wrestling since I was 1. I've wanted to be a wrestler since I was 1. You know, and he's doing it. He's in the ring, learning from such amazing talent like the Dark Order. Dark Order's full of amazing talent. Plus, he's in the back and he's hanging out with people and talking to people and just learning and absorbing everything that he can absorb. You know, and I think that is important. The fact that he's this young, he's an eternal student already. He's learning from everybody he can learn from. He has it in his genes. His father was one of the best big men ever to do it, and I think that, you know, it's deeper than him just being the son of Brody. I think that he has the heart for it so much that nobody's gonna be able to stop this kid.
Definitely. He definitely looks like he has success written all over him. So I really want to see him thrive in the years to come. Now, speaking of years to come, what is something that you want to achieve in years to come? Like in terms of titles, where do you want to be? Like
I just want to be a household name. I want to be on TV every week. I want to be somebody that when wrestlers are coming up and trying to, you know, study matches and learn things from wrestling, that they watch my match for the innovation, the creativity, the stuff that I did. I want to be an example. Like, you know, for me, I watched a lot of Amazing Red for the innovation. I watched a lot of Ricochet and Ospreay for the creativity and the stuff that they did in the ring. You know, I studied a lot of Eddie Guerrero. I want to be that guy for the future, you know, 5-10 years from now. You know, oh man, let me watch the Danny Limelight match and see something creative or innovative he did, you know? That's what I want to be. And obviously, you know, everybody knows that I do the acting and the stunt work and I write and produce films. So obviously I want to be in a big blockbuster film. I want to win an Oscar. You know, I want to have, you know, one of my films #1 at the box office one day. So it's there's a lot of things that I want to do. You know, I'm constantly grinding and I'm constantly, you know, taking, you know, all the necessary steps that I need to be successful.
Yeah, of course. Women's division is growing in the last few months, and there are definitely lots of talents. So, who would be your pick for an intergender match with you?
At AEW?
Yeah, AEW.
Well, if that was ever a thing, I don't know if it'll happen, but if it ever was, you know, I would love to wrestle Serena Deeb. That would be my #1 pick of who I would want to wrestle on the roster.
Yeah, she's amazing.
So, we saw that AEW in a couple of months is gonna launch the Rampage brand. Are we expecting to see Danny Limelight on Rampage?
I mean, I don't know. I think that, you know, there's endless possibilities for anybody to show up on the show. You know, the forbidden door is open, and they want Rampage to be a successful show, and I feel like they know what they're doing. Dynamite has been a success, so I feel like whoever's earned the spot and whoever they want to be there will be there. You know, you never know who's going to show up, so you got to tune in every Friday to see.
and I really hope you're gonna be there. I really hope.
Yeah, because Rob has already a ticket for a show, a Rampage show, so he wants to go there and see you wrestle.
Right.
This is why.
That would be awesome, man. You never know. You never know.
And we are going to end this, but I want to ask you a few more questions, 2 or 3 questions more. And one is, how is to be a father and a wrestler in this period, in this company?
I mean, honestly, you know, being a father is the most important thing to me. I have a little girl. She's about to be 7. You know, she grinds. She does commercials and films herself. She's always working, and I just try to set the example for her, you know, and I feel like I've done an amazing job at that. And I'm all about breaking generational cycles, and I feel like my daughter's going to be even more successful than me.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. And how about Danny Limelight, TNT champion at the end of this year?
Ooh.
Never know. You never know. You know, all you can do is just continue to grind. All I can pass off, present yourself. You never know.
I heard on another interview that you've done that you really like to put your focus on doing promos. Like you like being behind the mic. So, and I see like NWA where it is a platform where somebody could express his thoughts a whole lot. Will we see Danny Limelight be involved in AEW in the future, like, or maybe another company? Like,
I don't know. You know, I never close the door to any opportunity. I feel like, yes, I'm good in the ring, but I do believe that my mic skills are what's gonna help me stand out when given the opportunity to talk it. When people that watch my stuff on New Japan Strong, you know, I'm the mouthpiece for Team Filthy. I do most of the talking for Team Filthy, so you know, you can see me talk there, and you can tell that I have what it takes to grab the mic and rock it. So, you know, if opportunity presents itself, like I said, you know, I don't close the door to any opportunities, and if it fits me, if it works for me, I'm with it.
awesome.
Okay, so we're going to wait you in Italy with the Italian promotion. We're going to see you the best. We're going to wish you the best for Dynamite, Rampage, pay-per-views, everything. And now just continue doing this because you are very, very good, and we love what you do in the ring.
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate
Thank
you,
you.
Stefano, Rob. I thank you so much for having me on the show. To everybody listening, thank you for listening. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Danny Limelight, ProWrestlingTees.com/Danny Limelight. And, you know, just reach out if you have a podcast you want me to do. If you got, you know, stuff you want to talk, hit my DMs and let's work. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Danny,
you
thank you
very
so
much.
much.
It was a great pleasure. Bye bye. Thank you very much. Bene, ragazzi, l'intervista è finita. Siamo stati molto contenti, molto concitata. Voi avete visto tutti i tagli, sembra tutto andato bene. Non è andato tutto bene, ma non importa. Roberto, com'è stata questa esperienza di fare un'intervista insieme al sottoscritto qui a Elite Club?
È stato un onore, Stefano. Parliamo di Danny Limelight, il Radioactive Puppy. È stata una cosa incredibile. Credo che mi ha un po' contagiato con la sua radioattività, no?
Caspita, è stato bravissimo, velocissimo a parlare, ma fantastico, fantastico.
È andato sul punto, è andato.
Sì, però è stata una bellissima esperienza e per la seconda volta abbiamo avuto qui un lottatore della AEW. Non sarà l'unica volta in cui riusciremo a incastrare tra impegni e altro. Ovviamente io devo ringraziarti, Roberto, per tutto lo sbattimento, perché ti sembra di aver finito e loro vedranno tutto finito, ma poi noi dobbiamo fare i sottotitoli, quindi...
Sì.
Ecco.
No, grazie a te per questa grande opportunità e grazie a chi ci segue, perché ora abbiamo messo un prodotto eccellente, quindi seguite per altre tante sorprese, no?
Assolutamente. Saremo qui anche lunedì prossimo, ritorniamo a parlare italiano, non vi preoccupate, non dovete sempre impegnarvi a leggere, però dite la verità, questa volta vi siete divertiti, Dai, ringraziamo tutti quanti per aver ascoltato. Io sono Stefano, la voce di AEW Italian Podcast. Roberto, grazie mille, grazie a tutti, ci rivediamo alla prossima.